Uh-oh. My photos? No. We'll just stick with Facebook. Hey, fancy. I can't wait. I can't wait to get my podcast back in effect. Look at you. You
Well,
teaching me
guys,
new
you just
fancy
heard that.
stuff.
That's our guest, Wisdom Soul. She is excited because she's going to do her podcast. Good evening, Resilience family. I love it. I love it. I loved it. So we've been having a lot of little technicalities, difficulties tonight. I don't know what it is, but we are here, and I
We
am
are
so
here.
blessed to be here.
We
I
are back.
wonderful, wonderful, wonderful guest tonight. Finally got on here. Finally got on here.
Finally here. We finally did it.
Yeah,
We're finally here together.
man, that part, man. And that's what we're talking about today, y'all. The ups and downs, the ups and downs, stuff that life throws at us. But we take a turn and we're back.
Yeah.
That's what resilience is. You bounce back. So welcome, 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 Wisdom Soul,
Thank
guys.
you.
She
Thank
is just
you.
adorable. Man.
That's
So
cute. I love
how
that. I
are
haven't been
you?
adorable for a while. I like that. Thank you.
Well, I believe so. I don't care how old we get. Look,
That's
hey,
right. We're still adorable. I
so how are you
appreciate that.
doing? You're
I
welcome.
am well. Thank you for asking. Definitely much better than I was, and yeah, moving and grooving again.
Yay. I know your life thing. Like seriously. Life really has
Yes,
been lifing. Like for real, for
life
real.
be life, life be life, and y'all.
That part. That part.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get
It
let me get
is
all these pages closed.
okay. Long as I can
Yeah,
hear you, that's all. That is all.
that's
As long
right.
as we can hear you, we good. Look, we look. So why are you doing that though? Tell us a little bit about you.
Oh, sorry,
World know
guys.
who you are.
Okay, so hey everyone. Hi to all of my friends and family that are actually joining today, all my supporters and loved ones. Thank you so much. This is your girl, Wisdom Soul. And to all of the people who are new, who don't know who I am, I'd like to introduce myself. I am a product of my ancestors. I am a poet, speaker, wellness practitioner, holistic wellness practitioner with 7 specialties, which a lot of people do not know. I'm a certified life coach, certified yoga and teacher, which I haven't taught for a while, like everything else, hypnotherapy specialist, and several massage modalities, also certified holistic nutrition 1, which I always forget about until somebody reminds me. And I'm like, oh, yes, that too. So I am a constant learner of life.
That's
And
good.
I am here to walk the path of helping to heal one myself and heal others as well. So my motto slogan is to heal the world, one soul, one mind, one mic at a time.
That is awesome.
I
Wow.
also I also chef, yo.
Oh,
Just for
what?
friends and families. That's why I laugh about it. But yes, I do. I love to cook.
Wow. I gotta get bit with that bug. Like
I am as passionate about cooking as I am about poetry. Poetry has just been a gift for me, a gift of healing for me. And I believe the creator, whoever spirit is to you, has put something inside of me. Like I say, like Moses, God has given me a tablet and a pen and works through me, flows through me so that I can help to uplift. So as far as the healing comes, that comes in through my words, in the spoken word or creative arts, and also the healing arts as well. I have the gift of healing in my hands, so which I'm a Reiki master,
wow.
supposed to be teacher, haven't taught yet. So it's coming. It's coming. I have students waiting.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Wow. I see. So like your whole life you like taking this shift, you know?
Right. It's, there's your path that's created for you, I believe. And a lot of times what we do is we try to stray off the path, you
Mm,
know? So, like, for example, however many of you may be hikers out there or have ever hiked, and there's a path, right? And
mhm.
then we get curious. We're like, well, what's over here? And we start wandering off the path. And every time you wander off the path, you may get lost. You may get bit by a snake. Which
Right.
is, these are just things to say, nobody told you to get off that path, but the only way we're going to learn is to explore.
Wow.
So, trying
Right.
to trying to steer my way back on my path.
Wow, that's crazy because that's where I'm at too. That is something, man. I really just been sitting in some deep thought.
Yes.
Um, I spent some time away this summer. Wasn't home. Um, just trying to figure my world out because a lot has been happening over the past few years.
Right.
Um, and I didn't feel centered or balanced. I just felt like I was
Yes.
just scattered. A little bit of me here, there, over there, and like,
Yes.
can I bring it all back together, please?
And
Like,
that's understandable, because I believe that that actually is what's going on in the world with everyone. And that, a lot of us are in exactly what you're saying. With same thing is like, I feel all over the place. And I believe that that all actually even came with, 2020 and COVID.
mm,
We're just trying to refine ourselves and
yeah,
recenter ourselves. And some of us really didn't even ever know what that was. And now we are reconnecting to the self that we were before we actually were, if that
right,
makes sense to you.
yeah,
When seed was planted, when you were put here on this earth, you have a purpose. And so just trying to reconnect to that, which is really great, which is some of these events that I'm going to speak on today, that will allow you to reconnect to self, because it's hard to try to do that on your own,
yeah,
and I've done it, I've educated behind it. And then I've on several times had teams of people, extended family, I would like to say, around me, whether it's family forever or whether it's just a reason or a season or a lifetime, but around me to help guide me back. I always say God
right.
always sends you angels. It's always somebody to help guide you back and help you reconnect. So you don't have to do it on your own, sister.
Wow, wow.
You
No,
don't have to do it on your own. We're going to talk about these tickets and as well, that you can, there's options. We're here to help you reconnect, and we reconnect together.
yes, wow. Yeah, that's amazing. That is just, I don't know, I got little goosebumps right now because it's amazing we're
Good.
talking about this at this time because it's really what's happening. Like, it's really, man, it's really what's happening, in
Yes.
my world,
Yes.
um, me really trying to close out the noise, of what,
Yes.
the world telling me I should be or what I'm supposed to be doing right now or why I don't have this long, steady career of blah, blah, blah,
Oh Lord, you too,
Um,
huh? I mean, but the funny thing is that comes from those who are closest to you, because they can't figure. Look, I'm an artist. I am a free spirit. I am a
yes,
child, a wanderer. I'm a Gemini. So all those things that I name that I do, and I'm probably left out some things. Sometimes people be like, "Wow, that's a lot." That might be a lot for you. That's not a
right,
lot for me. I have the
right.
capacity. It is, being truthful and honest, it is hard to stay focused on one thing and
Mm,
complete one thing. And that's always been my problem, is like, because I have so
well,
many things and so much is pouring in and pouring out. And I've got so many projects. I got products I'm making. I got t-shirts coming up. I've got books coming out. I mean, it's just,
yes.
it is to sit still. And that's really what I have to perfect in myself. Learning to sit still. I teach people to be still and yet to learn
Wow.
to sit still. I love when I'm one-on-one with my clients, because when they're in their stillness, I get the same. It's therapy for me as
Mm,
well.
it's
So
good.
it's like, whoa, a reminder every time I'm telling someone else. It's like spirit is speaking through me to
Hmm.
me to
Hmm.
remind me, hey, let's stay still, let's sit still, let's sit in silence, and let's just listen,
Yeah.
because you hear the most sitting in silence.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Oh my goodness, you nailed it. I can't say it anymore. You just nailed it. I'm just like, whoa, let me breathe. You
Right.
know,
And
seriously.
reminder to breathe. Just breathe. That it's that easy. We make it harder. It's that easy, but we have to be, our human is just we have to be reminded to just breathe. Especially
Right.
if things are like I said, all over, we're all over. If you're feeling all over, that's the time that it's like, oh, I just need to reconnect. I need
Yes.
to put my feet in some soil. I need to
Hmm.
do, the saying tree huggers. I'm a poet, so same as a hippie. I'm a hippie to tree huggers, but there's grounding in that. It makes sense, and it sounds
Hmm.
corny. It feels corny, but the first time you do it, you get it. You
Yeah.
understand, and what a tree breathes is oxygen. Trees, the
Yes.
leaves gives us oxygen, and we just need that oxygen, a
Hmm.
moment to
Hmm.
quiet the noise, everything going on in the world, and everything since COVID, everything is going on.
Yeah.
Prices are higher, hiking. People are There's more people coming in, like in as far as Phoenix. The heat, the
Yeah.
ozone layer is gone. It got hotter earlier, and it's hotter than it's ever been,
Right.
before. One
Right.
119, 120. It's almost like that's a norm now, and it's
Hmm.
because all these things,
Yeah.
and if we just sit still for a moment, maybe we could slow it down. Maybe if
That's
we all
good.
just sit still, we could slow it down. I need to
That's
slow down.
good.
There's a lot going on. I got Gemini in here, so I'm like, let me
Look,
sit down.
look, and I'm a wanderer. So look. I'm ready to go do this, go do that, and at the spur of the moment, I don't want to plan nothing. I just want to go, just do, boom, boom.
Man, that's the same. I don't like planning. I don't like sometimes uh people ask, well, what time? Well, what time I get there? What time are you going to be there? Well, the time I arrive.
Right.
My kids are all grown now. I don't have, any little kids. I've been an empty nester for a long time, although I do miss them. I miss
Hmm.
them, but the freedom of just doing, going, and being whatever I want to. And like I said, I just had one of my children say, Mom, we need to talk about your stability. I'm fine. I am at peace. I'm cool with this. So,
Yeah.
I'm okay. Don't worry about me. You're not gonna have to take care of me. I will be a bum on the beach if I have to. I love it.
Look,
Let me be a beach bum. Leave me
that part,
alone.
that part. Pull me up a trailer. I'm good. Look, ditto. That is true. Empty nester is funny. I've been one a year and 5 months now.
Oh,
Um,
how do you feel about that?
oh, I got lost. I was lost in the beginning. I really
Yes.
was. I was just
And that's
like,
common. That's
man.
common because you've had children for what, more than 18 or so years,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then all of a sudden, and if you're single and all of a sudden you're by yourself, you don't know what to do with yourself. Like,
Yeah,
wait a minute, I don't have anybody to cook for, clean for,
that part.
all that. And it's like all the time that the kids were little, man, I just wish I had some time to myself. What does every mother say? If I could just have some time to myself. And then
Right.
you get that, and then you're like, what do I do with it? I don't even know.
Exactly.
See the world. See the world. Go do what you always wanted to do. If you don't know
Yeah.
what to do, find something. I always tell people, hey, like, I drive Uber part-time,
Hmm.
mainly because there's so much in it, more
Yeah.
than just driving Uber. People be like,
Hmm.
driving Uber, let me tell you, don't sleep because it's good money.
Exactly.
And secondly, it's bigger than that for me. It helps me in my purpose because I meet great
Mm.
people from all around the world. And
Yes.
people always ask me, what's your scariest time? I don't have none. I don't operate in that energy. It's all in
Hmm.
what you manifest for yourself. I
Exactly.
pick a certain time to drive. I am at the level now. I've worked very hard to get to the level where I could choose what kind of quality of riders I get. I only take
Hmm.
high level passengers. And then, certain times of the day, it doesn't take up my day. This allows me the freedom to work on my business. So
Right.
with that, in speaking to people from all around the world, I just went off on tangents trying to figure out where
It's
I'm going with
okay.
that. Um, all around the world, I get to learn different places of where to be, what to go, and the same
Mhm.
thing, allowing you the freedom and the flexibility and the time to sit and figure it out. If that
Yes.
just made sense, you
No,
know.
it does make sense. It makes total sense. It makes total sense because I had two. I used to drive for Uber until my car died on me. I'm
I'm
figuring out this
sorry.
world. Yeah, I'm figuring out this world of being carless, and now knowing I'm about to come back to that heat in Arizona. Lord help me. But
I know. I know. Well,
just want my
they
wild
lease
beast.
cars too. There's plenty of platforms that lease cars that you could still do that. And like I said, it's bigger for me than just
Mhm.
driving because I am a
Yeah.
certified life coach. And I believe that Spirit has put me in a place to be able to give and receive.
Yes,
I
exactly.
receive a lot of information. I mean, man, I get hip to some great tips and tricks and traveling.
Yeah.
And so, I
Nice.
appreciate that. And
Oh, it's time to write a tip book. Look,
yeah, yeah. Fulfilling.
a
And
tip
it
book.
fulfills me. I come home and I tell my mom, I take care of my mom and tell my mom about an adventure or a conversation I had. And she gets amazed. She's like, this is good. I say, it's bigger than just driving Uber. It used to be like,
Yes.
you drive Uber? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Wow.
Guess what? It
I
supplements my
know.
businesses. I have freedom. I don't answer to anybody. I do what I
Mhm.
want. I work when I want. I leave when I want.
Exactly. No,
So
exactly. No, this
I
is
know Uber should
good.
be paying me for this ad right now.
I know, right? Uber, we
But
need an
and
affiliate.
I
Give her an affiliate
appreciate it.
code. Look,
Right, right. I
that
appreciate it.
part.
And the thing is, I'm reading and I'm researching and I'm doing and learning all these things about passive income. So we're going to come back to, because I know you guys want to know, what's going on with me was entrepreneurial. Because
Mhm.
I do so much, this is a platform that allows me the freedom. So what I recommend to everybody is find what you're at peace with.
Mhm.
Find something that fulfills you, that you can earn some extra money or career money, whatever it is,
Right.
so that you can get to what you're going to. Um, Okay, so I was bringing up Uber one because I tell passengers, women, we were talking about empty nesting and not
Mhm.
knowing what to do. Now, this can be for men too. If you're in a space of not knowing what to do, you could go on to meetup.com, which is not a dating site, guys. I'm not advertising dating site. Meetup.com. And what it
Mhm.
does allow, when you go in there to figure out, well, where do I want to meet people? What do I want to get into? It gives you all these ideas of different things you can do.
Yes.
Pottery and painting, or pottery and sipping coffee, and sip and paint, and
Mhm.
hiking or
Mhm.
traveling, women traveling solo. Just so many
Yeah.
things that you can't even, like, wow, I didn't even know that existed. I would like to try that. It gives you ideas. So if you don't know what to do after the kids are gone, after the spouse leaves, or whatever, the world is going on, or you feel alone and you want to
Yeah.
meet new people. And that's another thing. People don't know how to meet people anymore with social media. I call
That's
social media
true.
antisocial because we get so used to being behind here and
Yeah,
watching the world rather than being in the world, and
that's good.
trying to find ourselves. Basically, how can
Yeah.
you find yourself if you're at home behind the computer all the time? You got to get out, you got to
Right.
breathe. We need some air and sun and nature, and do something that you've never done before. Do something that scares the hell out of you.
That
Yeah.
part. That part. That is good. Look, we go start writing letters to these companies so we can get you some affiliate codes going on.
Yes,
Because
indeed. And in the
meetup.com.
works too.
Ooh,
So
that
much
is
has happened to me in the last, let's just even say in this year, you
wow.
know,
Wow. Wow. And we're halfway through this year.
in this
Wow.
year, the first half of this year has been probably one of the most growing,
Mm, mm,
living life and death,
wow. Yeah.
coming close and experiencing and understanding what it is to live,
Mm, yes.
you know. So, for those of you who are logging on now, this is a very emotional discussion for me. Just 3 months ago, I was checking out.
Wow.
not on purpose. And I would like to say not in my awareness, but my spirit was very aware.
Mm.
I knew I was sick. And I hate
Mm.
to say that word. I don't like to claim. I'm really careful
Yeah.
about energy that we use. So my
Yeah.
body
Yeah.
was sick, and I didn't realize my body was sick. And
Mm.
when I started saying, okay, something is wrong. So I just want to say to everybody, start paying attention to the little things we ignore. So with my whole list of accolades and everything I do, I was a former nutrition fitness coach. I was in the best shape of my life at 50 years old. I have
Mm.
family members who have diabetes. I have family members who have cancer. My
Mm.
grandfather and my grandmother both passed of cancer. My
Wow.
grandmother passed at 57 years old. I just turned 58.
Wow.
So I said, not me. I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm going to take care of myself. And I had a scare where I was gaining a lot of weight. And the doctor said, it's going to be getting, you need to get healthy. You're obese. I was like, what? I grew up petite and small all my life. I was an athlete growing up. A lot of
Hmm.
things a lot of people don't know about me. I was an athlete. I played basketball. I ran track. And then I was a professional dancer. I danced and went
Wow.
back up, went on tour overseas. And
Nice.
this is way before Wisdom Soul. You know, I had several lives. I'm like a cat, several lives. So it was to my surprise that um, I was tired.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
taking naps. Y'all, I don't take naps. I was taking
Man.
naps a day.
Man.
My feet were swelling and like beyond
Mm.
swelling, like crazy swelling,
Wow.
like almost where I couldn't walk type of swelling.
Hmm.
And so those of you who know me and you see that I've gained weight, that that's what it was. My body was sick. And I thought the swelling, because of my age, I thought I was just a woman going through the change.
Yeah.
I thought I was experiencing menopause, which that too, everything, everything. But I will say that,
That
yeah,
came early.
and we'll talk about that. Keep following me because that's going to be coming up too. I'm going to be because those are things we don't talk about. Maybe our mothers didn't talk about with us. Maybe our mothers
Yeah.
didn't know. My mother didn't experience menopause, so she
Hmm.
didn't know and doesn't know how to share information. So we'll be touching on that. But anyhow, so I just kept saying, well, I'm getting older. Wow, this is what getting older is like. But the main thing, and I'm going to speak to my people who are in shape and healthy, and we have something coming up. We have the WNBA All-Star Weekend coming up with Bridget Pettis Foundation, basketball players, just athletes in general.
Yeah.
Because I was a former athlete, because I was a nutrition fitness coach, my ego was saying, okay, I'm gaining a little weight, a little more than I should be, but I know what to do.
Mm.
I know what to do. I could get it back. And
Mm.
I know. And those are the two worst words in the English dictionary. I know.
Wow.
Because we all know so much that we actually can be dumb in our smart self.
Mm.
If that makes
Yeah.
sense. We're so
Yes.
smart, we're stupid. You know that saying. Like, so
Hmm.
I'm kept saying, okay, well, I'm gaining weight. Yes, I'm gaining weight, but you know what? I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back. I was saying I can get it back, and I know what to do for 3.5 years
Wow.
until until I went to the doctor, said, okay, let me see what's going on. Because some things were happening that were out of control that I was like, okay, this is crazy. And it's time for a checkup. And I
Right.
said, I want all my blood work. When you go in
Yeah.
and ask for a checkup and they give you just a checkup, no, get your blood work and get
Yeah.
all of your blood work,
Hmm.
not
Yes.
just parts of it where they try to make you keep coming back, racking up your dollars, racking up your insurance dollars, and if you don't, coming out your pocket dollars. No, get all of your blood work at one time. So that's what I
Hmm.
did. I got a full blood work, and then I was diagnosed diabetic.
Wow.
But I knew, because of what I know. I said, I feel like my speaking to me and my spirit, very
Mm.
spiritual, saying,
Mm.
check for diabetes. And I was diabetic, and they said my levels were very high. I didn't know what that means. I'm a
Yeah.
wellness practitioner, but I'm not a medical practitioner. I
Right.
am more mind, body, spirit. I'm not, medically savvy, and now I'm learning, and so I'm going to be teaching to that. But check your numbers. And when they told me my numbers, I didn't know what that meant. They put me on metformin, and I was like, okay, I'm going to take this little pill here. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to exercise, and I'm going to be all right. And I'm going to beat it. And I'm still saying I'm going to beat it,
Mm-hmm.
because that is without a doubt. You have to believe. You have to speak it with your mouth, speak
Yes,
to your body, and then do the work. Don't
exactly.
just talk about it, be about it. Me getting it back, I kept saying, I'm going to get it back. I was talking about it, wasn't being about it. Be about it,
That's
So I
good.
took my pills. But my spirit knew it was tired.
Mm,
I missed a flight somewhere I was supposed to be. I missed a flight, never missed a flight in my life. I was tired.
wow.
I mean, literally tired. I was dragging. I'm hauling in my backpack, and I'm out of breath. I'm so dehydrated. I
Mm,
felt like
um,
there was sand in my mouth. And I
wow.
just kept saying, I knew I wasn't drinking enough water. I knew that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I just need this water. I need to drink more. I need to up my water intake.
Yeah.
Don't keep telling yourself these things. Go get it checked out. I
Yeah.
was so dehydrated for probably a month, a good month. I knew I was diabetic. I'm like, okay, well, this is the diabetes, da 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 da. They diagnosed me. And then it was um, a month later. A month later, I was out of state. I was visiting my daughter who was about to have a baby. And my spirit kept saying, I just need to get there to see my granddaughter.
Mm,
I told one person in my life that if I died today, I'm at peace with who I am.
mm,
To one of my closest friends. And that's the only person I told, because I knew that I was knocking on death's door.
yeah.
I kept saying, but my grandbaby, I just need to get there. And she, I believe with everything, saved my life because she arrived early. She
Wow.
arrived a month early, and she came in on the solar eclipse.
Wow.
And so I drove 10 hours like a bat out of hell, sick and everything. Didn't realize how sick I was, but I was going. I just kept saying, I see this grandbaby. She needs me. She
Right.
needs to see me, and I need to see her. And got there at midnight. She was born at 4:41 on April
Wow.
the 8th, the solar eclipse. And she said, I'm coming. And the way this baby was looking at me, the way she was looking in my eyes, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
she knew. She was
Yeah.
looking at me. She's just born. Beautiful babies
Hey,
looking at me. And I
spirit,
said to her,
spirit.
no, don't you? You know. And to this day, she's got these big blue hazel eyes, big, so pretty. And her daddy has blue eyes, so blue green eyes. But she's got big blue eyes. And so anyway, she knew those eyes. Anyway, she was born. 2 days later, I ended up in the same hospital, the same door we brought her mom out of the emergency room exit. I was
Oh,
going in,
wow.
and I made it just in time. And so I'm gonna tell you about your levels. Average person's blood sugar level should be between 0 and 110.
Okay.
A person with diabetes blood sugar levels would be about between 120 and 140. My levels were 578 when I was
Oh,
admitted.
wow. Yes.
My
Wow.
A1C, your A1C should be about 5.6, no more than 6. I was at 11.9.
Wow.
I remember
Yeah.
getting into the wheelchair to go into the hospital. I don't remember anything else for 2 days.
Wow.
I was plugged in. I was taken into the cardiac unit right
Mm-hmm.
next to intensive care, and that hospital, St. Mary's in Grand Junction, Colorado, saved my life.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
was there alone because my daughter just had the baby. So she was a preemie, so she couldn't come to the hospital. So I had nobody to come see me. I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
nobody to pray over me. I had to pray over myself.
Mm, mm.
So I'm telling you this story to tell you, pay
Wow.
attention to the signs, and don't just say
Yes.
no. We
Yes.
say, I know. I know a
Yes.
lot of things, but I know nothing at all. If that makes sense. So
Yes.
that's what I've been doing, you guys. I've been I've been healing
Healing, that's good.
mind, body, and spirit. I am healing. My blood level sugars are great. I have them in control. I'm beating it. I'm
Wow.
going to. I would normally be taking 6 insulin shots a day. I most of the time only take the two, the morning and night, instead of the four in between. So I'm happy to announce that.
That is
And
awesome.
once I get my workout regimen back down, that's going to be huge. That's going to be a huge factor. So my mother beat diabetes, and she's nowhere near the physical person that I am. And she said,
Wow.
I know you're going to do this. I know I'm going to. And I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to do it for all of you. I'm doing it for everybody who needs to see and hear it and believe it. And if you need someone to talk to, if you have
Mhm.
diabetes, you've been fighting diabetes for years, hit me up. My IG is at the One Wisdom Soul. I'm on all social platforms. I'm not hard to find, but we're going to beat this.
Most
We have
definitely.
so much to live for.
Most definitely. And let me suggest this vitamin, DHEA. It
Yes,
helps
I
regulate
have.
your sugar metabolism. That's
Yes,
what I use to get me back, because I was, they borderline diabetic, and I always thought the
yes,
same. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do because I knew my mother and my father were both diabetic. So I'm
yes.
like, I don't need this. And when they told
That's
me
right.
that, yeah, I had to up my cardio. I need to get back
Yes.
to it because I slacked a little. I have.
And it's
So
hard out here because it's hot as hell.
look,
it's,
stay
it's like
motivated.
who's going out there? It's hard to get to the gym. It's like, well, you don't have to spend money to go to the gym, go outside. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not even going to tell y'all go outside, but you know what? Do it in your house. Do a 10
Yes,
jumping jacks, and you
yes,
don't have to jump. You could
hmm
just step out, step up, but get your body moving, but do
yes,
something. Get in the
yes.
pool early in the morning. I put my mom in an aquatics class, like do
I know that's
something to
right.
get your body moving. But because it's
Yes.
hot, Arizona is hot as hell. So
And
it's
it's
right.
crazy though. It's warm everywhere. It's like
It is.
this
It
weather
is.
is just bipolar everywhere. Like seriously, it's been
It
some
really is. And
abnormal
earlier
weather.
than, like we said, earlier than usual. So
Yes.
so that's actually what I'm doing now. I want to shout out to my friend Bridget Pettis, been my friend of 30 years, who has a farm in South Phoenix. When
Awesome.
she left the WNBA, she bought a farm to feed the community, to heal the community, to teach people how to grow their own food. So Bridget helped me to obtain a garden row down on her farm. I am
Nice.
growing my own food because I'm going
Oh,
to grow the foods to heal myself, and then I'm
yes.
going to be teaching others how to, which I'm already ready to start teaching y'all. Hit me up, ready to start teaching you how to take the first step.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need a hand,
Mm-hmm.
somebody to hold our hand to take the first step,
That's good.
and heal yourself. And the first step is in your mind. Make up your mind
Yes.
and believe,
Yes.
ground yourself in faith, or whatever it is you believe in inside of you. Spirit is inside of you. Spirit, universe, God,
Yes.
Allah, Elohim, whatever you call the almighty power. I believe in God. I believe in our almighty creator. I believe that the universe is the same thing. So whatever mood I'm in, whichever Gemini is speaking, it's still the one same supreme being. That
Mm.
believing and having a foundation first and foremost is what pulled me through, and what is
Yes.
going to help you. And then start believing in yourself, which is God itself as well. So,
Yes. Yes.
definitely do the things, even if you aren't already sick. Preventative care, which is what I did for 7 years. Best shape of my life. You can see it on my Facebook, on my Instagram. You can go down and look at the pictures. I lost 50 pounds previously, 27% body fat. I did it before. I'll do it again. So that's all it is. And I started by talking to my body and saying,
Yes. That's good.
okay, grabbing the parts that I didn't feel were as desirable, laying my hands on those areas, saying, okay, it's time for us to get it together. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how I
Mm-hmm.
started my journey. And
Yeah.
so sometimes we have to go through these experiences to remind us. So I'm not mad about the fact that my quick bout with death, that it was a reminder and a wake up call as to, you
Yes.
have purpose. I would look, you guys, I got it by sheer negligence. I'm telling you,
Mm.
negligence and arrogance. And a
Wow.
lot of us suffer of that. And to acknowledge that, to be aware of that, to accept it, and then to tackle it and
Yeah.
say, okay, I negligence and arrogance had got me sick and almost killed me.
Wow.
So getting back in touch, talking to your body, sitting
Yeah.
still, as Dawn and I were saying, sitting still and listening,
Yes.
quieting the noise and listening to spirit and
Yes.
listen to your body, feeling your body, scanning your body, and taking care of. This is a temple. That's what
Yeah.
we talk about, temple talk. But you take care
Wow.
of your temple.
Wow. This is like medicine for my soul, girl.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I am just trying to tell you this time in my life, because you speaking about that tiredness, like I just been tired. Talking about naps. I've been napping like 2, 3 times a day. I'm like, is something wrong with you, girl?
See,
Like,
now let me tell you,
look,
that was my sign. That was
look.
I wasn't even paying attention to the other things that should have been paying attention to, the swelling of the feet that were so bad, the rapid weight gain, So I, like
Yeah.
I said, I lost 50 pounds, y'all. The 50 pounds found me and brought family, But I was like, okay, I'm just an older woman. No, take care of your temple, because I was naturally a petite child.
Yeah.
You could look at my fingers and or the
Yeah.
wrist. If you look at
Hmm.
your wrist, it'll
Yes.
give you an indication of your body
Yes.
frame. Everything
Yes.
else could be puffy and blown up, but if you look at your wrist, you'll have an indication of what your body frame is like. And
Wow.
so I was petite all my life. People say, she's so tiny. That was me. And then diabetes. And I'm going to break down in my talks that are coming up, Temple Talk. I'm going to break down diabetes and what diabetes is, what it means spiritually,
Wow.
what that is. It's when I break it down, you all are going to be like, whoa. And I was like, that makes absolute sense. That
Wow.
is, so where I lost the 50, where I gained the 50 pounds, what was going on in my life, where I lost it, and then where it arrived again, where this extra weight 50 plus came back, what was going on in my life, very similar to a rewind of what I went through before.
Hmm.
So paying attention to the cycles in our life and what we're doing and what we're going through and where our thought is, where are we at? We're all over the place, right?
Wow.
Disconnected. So reconnecting. So like I said, Bridget gave me a plot down there. I'm growing my own food.
That's
I'm
amazing.
learning stuff to heal my body. Going to be learning the herbs, growing the herbs, and then again being able to teach to that. So that's that part of my life. And now we can move on to the positive.
Wow. That's that's just amazing. I've been telling everyone we got to learn how to cultivate the soil. We need to
Wow.
start growing.
It's so much. There was so much said in that. Cultivating the soil. We come from the soil. We
Yes.
come from Mother Earth and we
Yes.
return to Mother Earth. So, where is our medicine? In the earth,
Earth.
right? It's in the soil. And I learned that from my friend Bridget, which took me back to my childhood in my grandmother's garden. I
Wow.
grew up eating what we consider organic and pay good money for. My
Wow.
my my grandparents and other friends or family had cattle. We ate fresh beef. Grandma had chickens. I went and got the eggs. I
I
don't
know
know if
that's
she
right.
that, that little pet chicken on the table. I don't want to know, but I'm pretty sure she did. But in my smallest self, in
Yes.
my teeniest self,
Hmm.
was my strongest self because of what I was eating.
Yeah.
And I kept saying to Bridget before I was sick, sis, I need to eat what you're eating. I need
Yeah.
to know I need to eat what you're eating. I
Yeah.
kept saying it. So this is where I'm at now. And it's like I said, my blood sugar levels are in
That is
line with
amazing.
where I'm at. It's been great. Do I still take insulin? Yes, I do still take a morning and a night shot. I haven't had to take the other four. And let me tell you, I was scared of needles all my life. And when I seen somebody else do that, give themselves a shot in their stomach, I was like, what are they doing? I was in the second
Mm.
grade. And then I said, I hope I never have to go through that in my life. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I have to poke my own finger. I have to give myself my own shots. And that's called overcoming fears. You got to overcome a fear to save your own life. How there's so much that I still need to do. I got a brand new grandbaby. I got granddaughters. I need to show them. I got surrogate. grandbabies and granddaughters. I got surrogate children. I call my moon babies. So there's I can't go nowhere.
I
I got
know
so
that's right.
much to
I know
do.
that's right. Take care of you, y'all.
Oh,
Take care
dude,
of
you
you.
got things to do, even when you
That
think you
part.
don't. We need you.
Yes, yes. So tell the people where they could find you. Like what's coming up next. I know you said you have
Yes, we've
some
got a
sets
lot.
you're doing, right?
Yes. Okay. So with that being said, that was the rise was being in the best shape of my life, coming through life, the rise, and then the fall was my bout with, my peak at death, and now on the rise again. I'm living. I'm happy to be here. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. And so now I'm returning to the stage. I haven't been in the stage for a long time. Every time, thank you. Every time I leave, I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. I called my band. I said, well, guys, I'm a poet that performs with a band. Everybody, if you didn't know, I do have a band that I perform with a DJ. And I created something called The Vibe because that's what it is. It's all about the vibe. VYBE, voice your beautiful expression. And I'm all about originality and organic. So my band plays, there's no rehearsal, they just groove. I vibe with them. God has given me a gift of flowing with the rhythm and being able to speak with them. So I do poetry with it, or I just move the crowd. I just speak to the people. And then the band will play, and you can come and get on my open mic and express and share your words to all backed by a live band. So it's an open mic called The Vibe. The Vibe is live. I always ask the audience, how is the vibe? And they say the vibe is live because that's what it is. It's a feeling. It's a spiritual feeling.
Yeah.
And most people that have been there said, like, wow, this is my church. This is it. Because it moves us, music and the rhythms and the melodies and the words that come or that are instilled in you. It's just the connection. So the vibe does re-enter back into the world. And before I tell you when, my band was like, I thought she was done. I thought she would quit. But poets do that. We check out all the time. We're like, I'm done. I'm not ever doing this again. And it just seems to be that through my reputation, they keep coming to get me. People keep coming to get me
Hey.
like, we need you back here. We need you. And I'm like, thank you. I feel grateful. So shout out to Lush Cafe and Lounge, a
Yeah.
new venue in Tempe, Arizona. Very upscale, very nice, very posh. Shout out to Jason and Rosa, who are the owners of Lush Cafe and Lounge. Jason called me and said, sis, we need you. And I kept saying, I don't know. We went through months of talking about it, me dodging and just back and forth till finally they talked me into it. So we will be our grand night next Sunday, July 14th, 6
Oh
to 9 p.m.
wow.
So July 14th, 6 to 9 p.m. and every second and fourth Sunday thereafter until I decide to check out again.
Oh. So you
So
say July 14th,
that is Sunday,
69.
July 14th, a week and exactly from today and time, week and time from right now. So come through. It's an open mic. The open mic usually fills up fast. It's for poets, lyricists, vocalists, MCs, musicians. Musicians, we're not leaving you out. We definitely want you to come vibe with the band as well. And just, let's vibe and let's create an atmosphere and create together and build positivity. So there's that. Okay, that's Sunday. Now, going into the week, as I had told you, my good friend Bridget Pettis, former WNBA All-Star legend, icon, and Ring of Honor recipient. It is WNBA All-Star Weekend. That following weekend in Phoenix, we will begin events on Wednesday, the 17th, a Sedona excursion, the Bridget Pettis experience.
Wow.
Come with us. It's going to be a healing movement. It is a healing, it is
Wow.
relaxing, it is an experience, right? So we're going to be doing that from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And definitely you can get your tickets. Get your tickets now at the bridgetpettisfoundation.org. And so get on the bus, get on or what, however we're transporting, buses, vans, however. And we're going to Sedona for that entire day. There's going to be Bridget, there's going to be sound healing. Thank you, Marlena. I see you. She said, glad I tuned in today. Marlena Patrice Pugheimer, that's my friend, my sister, poetry sister. She just came out with her book, her first book. She just logged on. So, and she's got a lot of things going on in her life. So, Dawn, you may want to reach out to her too. A
Most
lot of
definitely.
really powerful person, powerful voice. But so then, Bridget, on Wednesday, 9 to 9. Again, you definitely want to get your tickets now. I know seats are filling up fast. And we got sound healing. I think I said that, some hiking, some water, some cooling off. If you're in Arizona during that time, it's going to be fabulous. Thursday, the 18th, we'll then move into a women's social socialization, 6 to 10 p.m., I believe. Again, log on to the BridgetPettisFoundation.org. All of these things and events are listed. I don't always remember the name of each night that we're doing because we got a lot going on. But Thursday night, women's empowerment. Friday night, July 19th, is the big black carpet, VIP. Put your face in the place, get your tickets, don't miss out because it's definitely going to be wonderful. We're blowing off the roof. The roof is on
Wow.
fire. Off the rooftop is what it's called, on the rooftop at the Cambria Hotel. It's a
Nice.
full moon weekend, so I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be warm, but there's misters and big fans, and it's gonna be beautiful because
Yeah.
that moon, I've been up there and seen the full moon before. It is big, and it's almost like you could touch it. It's gonna be an amazing experience. Dress your best, absolutely. And if I didn't mention, Lush Cafe is dress your best as well. And then Saturday, we're going to chill. We're going to watch the game, the All-Star game, somewhere to be announced, to be determined. So just you got to log on to the site. And then Sunday, a taste of garden. That will be
Wow.
at Bridget's garden, the farm that she bought, the tour of the farm. You get to see my garden. My watermelons are amazing. I tasted them. The cantaloupe
Oh,
are amazing. So my cucumbers, very excited. Shout out to Farmer Larry. And we feed the soil. And gosh, I can't remember the other. Oh, Lorena. I just got to make sure to name everybody because they've been amazing. Shout out to Carney, Stacy, just really helping me learn and grow, and Bridget especially for being so instrumental in my healing journey. So I think I got everything, y'all. I think I got everything in 47 minutes. I told the whole real life story. There is a book coming. The book is
wow.
done. I have to format it. It's so much. I think I have 2 books already done.
Wow.
So yeah.
Now I'm wait. I have a book club. I'm trying to
Nice.
get it all together and rear up. It's a virtual
Excellent.
book club called the Resilience Book Club.
Excellent.
Most of it's about self-development. I like to feed our
Wonderful.
mind, our soul,
And that's my
So
first
yeah,
book, the
I'm
first book,
always
Born at 50. And
I am
so, yeah.
so excited about that. Yes.
Thank
Oh, we
you.
we go
I'm
connect.
excited. We got a lot in.
We are going to connect. I just
Did you have
I
any
thank you.
specific questions, Dawn?
I do not. You have shared. This is awesome. This has been medicine for me. Like I told you, like I just can't believe such a time as this. That's all I could say. I needed this. Seriously, it's like you gave me a
Yeah.
jolt.
Thank
Okay, Dawn,
you.
let's get it. Let's
Yes, and I want to
finish.
shout out to all of my young warriors and young queens and kings that are in the healing process right now. You know who you
Yes.
are. I won't put your name out there. I know it's hard, and I know you're struggling, but I'm proud of your faith. I'm proud of everything you're going through. My family and my extended family. I'm proud of your resilience. I'm proud of your
Yes.
just standing head up, face to the wind and face to the sun, and just keep going, keep shining. You know
Yes.
who you are, you know where you come from. And if you don't, you need to be reminded, reach out to me, please reconnect, because it's
Yes.
definitely about reconnecting to self and tapping into your higher self and just becoming, the greatness that you are.
Yes. Yes. Wow. I agree. And I appreciate you so much. This has been amazing.
Thank you. You've been amazing. You've been so patient. I think you were upset with me for a moment because, and that was right around the time that I was struggling, that I was sick, and I didn't, and for whatever reason, my something wasn't working right, and Dawn was like, "Well, are you going to show up today?" And I'm like, "I'm not trying to dish you. I promise you." And so I want to thank you for being patient and being persistent and never giving up on me. And that means a lot. That means a lot, because sometimes you can do and do and do and feel like people don't appreciate you, or that they forget about the gifts that you have. And Dawn, you never gave up on me.
Nope, because when God tell me this is what you got to happen, this is what has to happen. So
thank you.
Thank you so much.
And there's been somebody else who reached out to me. There's some of you have reached out to me and asked me to come and visit you. And I promise you, I have not forgot about you, and you're in my prayers. And I'm just trying to catch my breath, but I will be there. I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you. I promise.
Yes, this is amazing. Well, thank you. As I tell all my guests, I really appreciate it. I am just really, really thankful, because our time is precious. We don't get it back, but I believe it's well spent talking with me, and sharing with the world. Because I'm just very appreciative. To my listeners, thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for being patient, because we did start this segment a little bit, this live late. But my listeners and my viewers, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to Wisdom Soul Girl. I'm gonna get my plans together, because I got to come see this set.
Yes, ma'am.
I have some things to do. I see when I get home.
Fill up the house. Make sure that when I say, "Hey, y'all, I need this much," I need this much for me and my band to show up. But please come through and support. It's free. I didn't mention that. Sunday night is free, but bring your pocketbooks, because the food is amazing. Food is amazing. So the shrimp and grits, the lamb chops. So
girl,
you get to come and indulge and treat yourself. Treat yourself, mind, body, and spirit.
That is amazing. Well, ma'am, I thank you. Your life has just so blessed me. Like, seriously, I needed this. This was like recitation for me. This is like resuscitation. Seriously, at this time in my life right now. Man, that's all I could say. Blessings to you. And you'll be seeing me. I'm coming out to visit. And
I appreciate it.
I'll be in touch though, because you might need some helping hands, whatever. That's what I like to do. I like to serve. That's always. I'm always gonna like being in the background.
We need each other. We need each other, definitely.
Yes. So blessings to you, my Resilience family. I thank you all again for tuning in, guys. Thank you for subscribing and liking. Please share. Somebody needs to hear this word. You really, really, really do. As always, stay safe, stay well, and stay resilient, guys. Love you.
That's great.